Hey everyone, Colin here. Just wanted to go over the SVB collapse in the United States and kind of answer a few questions that we've been getting, and also talk about how that may affect you here in Canada. So let's start with going over what happened, and then we'll talk about those last two questions. So I'll share my screen here with you guys and kind of go over the example. So SVB was a bank, and just like any other bank, they were taking deposits in. So deposits. And then they would take that money and lend it out. Okay, so simple business model. You take in deposits, lend it out, make the spread, everyone's happy. However, there were so many deposits coming in and not enough loans to give out, not enough people needing money, that they started to build up some cash inside of the bank. So what do you do with all that extra cash? Well, let's go ahead and invest it. So what they invested it in, what they decided to purchase was something they considered safe, and that was a 10-year U.S. government bond. So bonds. This was back in 2020, 2021. However, since then, we know what's kind of happened. Interest rates have gone up, which means bond prices go down. So I'll just show you an example here. If we look at the 10-year government of U.S. bond, you can see that over this past year, it's down 11.15%. These last 3 years, it's down about 6.41%. So basically what's happened here is the value of their assets, bonds particularly, have gone down in value. And depositors started asking for their money out, for some of their money, because they were lending mostly to the tech industry, and the tech industry is having some trouble right now. So people are taking money out to pay for their payrolls, so on and so forth. So people started taking money out. They were forced to sell their bonds at a loss. And basically, long story short, there were more liabilities than there were assets to cover the depositors, and hence why the bank collapsed. So that's a very quick and short explanation of what's happened with SVB. Now, how does that affect your investment accounts? Well, markets are definitely going to be bouncing around here over the next couple of weeks, probably just as the market's trying to digest all this information. At the time of this filming, the U.S. government has basically said that they're going to make all the depositors whole. So that really helped calm the markets down. As far as what are the chances of something this happening in Canada? Well, probably not very likely, because the banks in Canada are diversified. This SVB bank was basically focused on just working with the tech industry. So when interest rates have risen, that's really affected tech investments, which again has led to this collapse here. So because we're diversified between different sectors, different parts of the economy, we should be okay. And also our loan to deposit ratios are much better in Canada than they are in the US. Now, if something were to happen here in Canada, how are you protected? Well, if you have money at the bank, you most likely have a CDIC insurance on your deposits there. So that basically covers you up to $100,000 if something were to happen to the bank. And then if you're investing with firms like ours, an IROC firm, you have something called CIPF insurance, which covers your accounts up to $1 million, both individually, both per registered account, corporately, and joint. So a lot of insurance here to protect you in case one of these banks that you're with goes I guess bankrupt, like in the US here. So we'll see how this goes. We're keeping an eye on things, and we'll be in touch if we need to make any changes. But at this point, we'll see how this plays out. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Happy to go in more depth here with you and answer any questions. Have a great day.